Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Got a few things to talk about, a few things to celebrate. So, what's going on in the 757 besides the rent? I hope everybody is feeling blessed today and feeling excited. There's always something going on in the 757. But nevertheless, we're going to do our best to bring you some good information, some feel good, informative information. It's always good to see you. Always a pleasure to be in your presence. And I want you to go ahead and hit that share button, invite some people over to the show. And while you're doing that, just do some brief stuff about WVDM. Let me put that logo because I got to promote the radio station, because that radio station is vital to the survival of our community, and to be aware that everything that goes on in our community, that we must learn to protect our future generation. And how can we do that? We can do it by talking to them, being a little bit more courteous to them, and let them be aware of things that's going on that they can be a part of, and let them know that we care. Let them know that we care. That's the biggest key component to what we stand for on Vaughn Digital Media. Letting people know that we care, we love them, and that is our youth. We have to do that. We have to do it more often. You see, with everything going on, with everything that's happening, we are always in a situation that we must be diligently and always be effectively letting our youth know that we care about them. There is no secret what God can do. It's what He done for others, He will do for you. Like I said, make no mistake about what we try to do here at Vaughn Digital Media, Community Action People Incorporated. We want everybody to be a part of the attitude that our young people have about life. We have to be more visual. We have to. We are losing a future generation of leaders. And maybe that don't ring a bell, but leadership comes from the youth as they grow up and mature. Are we educating them enough about these things? Are we preparing them for the future? Are we just preparing them to be fashion, rappers, sports players? And there's nothing wrong with neither one. But we have to be visual in educating them in all levels of life, and to sustain life so they can enjoy it more abundantly. We can not sit aside and believe that our young people should know everything at a young age. With the gun violence going on, we have to step up to the plate and bring them more. This logo here is for Apple products only for now. Google is in the works. But Apple right now, this is the logo. The reason why I put it up there, let it stay a little longer. So if you play it back on your computer, or you can scan it on your Apple phone, you can help support the radio station by downloading it. It's absolutely free. It's free of charge. I go live every day, Monday through Fridays, unless something come up where I have an engagement. But the radio station is 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day that we proceed with this project. And it's been successful in helping people get recognized with their music career. I've had them on the show where people didn't know them. Now they do know them. Locally, national, and some international music that are being recognized because it was played here first. Gospel music from the 757 has been recognized by several artists that I play on my show. And that's why I ask for your support. Share this with your friends, your neighbors, and your family to download this if they got an Apple products. And they can listen 24 hours a day. It doesn't cost them anything. Doesn't cost anything. But it's our way of getting information and building our community up, especially with the young generation. I try to play most of the positive music, some of the national or local. If they got too much street language in it, I don't play it because there's a platform for that. They got their platforms, thousands, millions of them. Mine is just one platform that refuse to see children, young ladies and men be manipulated by the words and the beats and the frequency of music. We could have fun. We always had fun. I've been playing music, listening to music since I was a child. My dad played the blues for us when we was 5 years old, sitting on the front porch. When he got off work during the summer, he would play a couple of songs for us because he was a blues man. And I guess that's why I carry on the tradition as a DJ. And I was awarded to be inducted. I was inducted this Sunday in the Alabama Blues Hall of Fame. And this is my award right here as a DJ. And I humbly accept that, but not just for me and my family, but I accept that for the 757, the 804, the 212, the 252, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, all states and communities of Black minorities. We have pioneered a lot of stuff. Our ancestors have pioneered a lot of creative work and don't get recognition. But I accept this because with all the awards I got, this one right here mean a lot because I'm a DJ. And like I tell people, I've been DJing when I started about 20 or 21. And one of my mentors I always give homage to is Bob Disco Fields, Robert Fields, who used to run the Broadway nightclub, Memories, Foxtrot. It wasn't a club around here. Even down at Jolly Rogers, he would go down there and play. He was the baddest DJ in the history of the 757. His charisma, his style, I copied everything from him. I was already dressed, don't get me wrong, because my mom always bought me suits to go to church in. But I studied what he done. He was the guy that had 4-5 DJs, Bozo. He had so many that I can't name. Ray Jones. That was his main kick, Ray Jones, buddy. It's been a long time since I heard those names or even spoke them in the, why I do what I do to keep our history alive. You see, as today, Donald Trump is trying to erase the Black man's history in America. But he can't erase what belongs to us. He can take names off buildings. He can dispute anything he wants to say out of his mouth. But the world knows that this land was originally black. You can't bring 3 to 6 million black people on little boats that they had, trying to brainwash you to make you believe that's their nature. Look around you. Look what they do. They try to sabotage our history. That's why they mad with China. They ain't mad with China because they're selling goods and TikTok. They mad because the TikTok put up there our history. Go to TikTok and watch it. Watch the black history they're telling you because it's real. The Great Wall of China wasn't built by Chinese. The Great Wall of China was built by Africans. Thousands of miles. They know our history. Why do you think he gets so upset? He keep playing. He playing in a field now that's going to hurt a lot of people because God is still in charge. You can talk and say whatever you want, but God sits high and looks low. We are the people that left the Israelites and the Hebrews that he told Pharaoh to let his people go. And evidence continued to be found and shown. Like I ask people, if you know your history, how come the black man in America is not represented in the United Nations? If we came from Africa, why ain't we represented? You said you bought us from Africa. Everybody else is being represented. But the old black man in America, where is he being represented at? And we get stuck on what people tell us, but we won't read a book to find out the truth. That's why Martin Luther King said, I've been to the mountaintop. I looked over into the promised land. Who do you think he was looking at? You thought he was in Africa looking back? Why do you think Malcolm X said, we didn't land. We didn't come here on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. We was already here. That's why they don't like Obama. He's a constitutional lawyer. He knows who the land belongs to. Just like all the other ones, senators and congressmen and presidents. They know what this land is and who it belongs to. But they keep playing in a dangerous world of spirituality. The Bible, if you read it, all the things that's going on today has been already foretold. It's already been foretold. You see buildings falling. On the beach, you see whales and other fish being washed up on the sea and dying. Those are the signs that's in the scripture. You can't dismantle what has already been written. If the Pharaoh said, let it be written, and let it be said. Or let it be said, and then let it be written. So the history will tell the story. We have to protect our future generation, our young people. Listening to the news just this morning, several people got shot in Virginia Beach last night. Hampton is getting fed up. Why is all these guns in the community with young people? If they don't die from a wound, They're going to pipeline to prison for 10 to 30 years. They need to talk to some of the people that's been in there, came out, was in there for 10, 20, or 30 years. I know some. I had some on my talk show. We overlook the fact that it's all about our kids. School board is going to ban Black history. There ain't nothing new. You've been doing that ever since you had school. People don't want to give, the government don't want to give college and university because they got Black people coming to the college that'll normally be white. There ain't nothing new. We still got the computer. We still got access to all the knowledge. What are you going to keep from us? You going to ban TikTok? Are you going to ban the computer? Are you going to ban the internet service? Because it's out there on the internet. Millions, billions of commentary. We have to take back the minds. I don't like the phrase that everybody got. That's their phrase. They came up with it. Let it be written and let it be said. You got to take back the minds of the future generation. You got to take back the minds of our young people who are dying in the street. We can't sit here and pretend that it's okay. It's all right. Seniors can't sit on the porch. Summer's coming. You got to talk to them. Educate them on what they are doing wrong. Being in a gang ain't the answer. The only gang you need to be in is you got brothers and sisters, making sure that they straight. And if you're doing that, then you got a gang. Educate them. Ask questions. As we continue tonight, for those that live in Virginia Beach, City Council meeting starts tonight at 6 o'clock. If you've never been, you need to be there early, just in case is a landslide of people showing up. And we need a landslide of people that want to keep the 10-1. They've been dancing with this going on almost already for 45 years. What we need to vote for is every city council person that's voting to not keep this 10-1 system. When election time comes, vote all of them out. And the mayor. And the mayor. If you vote the ones out that ain't agreeing, then we have a better chance of surviving this madness for the next 3 years and a half. Chaos. And if that don't work, stop spending money unless you're spending it with minority businesses. Stop going to the corporations and stop spending money with them. And see how it feels. Because you have a right to spend your money where you want. You have a right for your vote. Donald Trump is trying to change the way you vote. He's trying to change that. If you got kids, teens, 17 or 18, you need to be registering them today. Not next week, not next month. Today. It's okay for me to get up here most of the time and talk about funny stuff, and get away from the real stories. The real stories is you have an obligation to your kids. You have an obligation to your children to alert them to what's going on. We can't keep sitting on the sideline. We can't keep doing that. We're losing too many young people in the 757, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Hampton, Newport News, even Franklin. I used to do teen dances with the Soul Ranger. You would very rarely hear somebody getting shot in Franklin or Suffolk. Man, it's every week thing. What are we doing? What are we telling our kids? Or are we too busy making TikTok videos? There's something wrong with the picture. If we're losing at an alarming rate in the 757. But tonight, you can hear your voice. You can hear your voice. And how can you hear it? By going down to city council. By going to city council tonight and speak. And if you don't want to speak, go there and show support. Go there and show your support for the 10-1 system. What are we doing? Do your children matter? Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Do the future generation matter to you? It matters to me. I won't stop. I won't never, ever stop trying to find a way to reach our future generation. And it should be that much important to you as well. We have too much to lose. Too much to lose to not reach out to our youth. Too much to lose if we're not doing what is needed to be done to keep them safe. That's everybody's responsibility. That's everybody's choice. What is yours? What is your choice today? Are we just going to keep kicking the can down the street? Are we just going to, oh, well, it ain't my problem? If you black, it's everybody's problem. It's every person's problem. Don't take for granted that the pipeline of prison can't affect you. It ain't my problem. Man, those kids, they don't like to listen, man. Well, get them to listen. You can't give up on them. Your mother didn't give up on you. Your dad didn't give up on you. Can we do better? Will we do better? Will we try? It's all of our adults' responsibility to take care of the youth in the 757, 804, VA, 2 up and 2 down. It's our responsibility. We cannot just pass the buck to just the people sitting on city council. Can't pass the buck to the police department when it's everybody's choice. Everybody's decision to do just that. Tonight, 6 o'clock, the voting system, 10-1. 10-1. Let your voice be heard. Let it echo from City Hall to City Council. Let it echo from the interstate to the highway. We cannot continue to afford for our children to be pawns on a chess table until we recognize how you expect them to recognize what's going on. We have to do a better job in educating the future generation. There's always a party going on in somebody's house, in somebody's community. Martin Luther King, Megan Everett, Malcolm X, and a lot more gave their lives so that our children can have the right to have freedom, to go to school, to marry who they want to marry. That's the American way. That's the American way. And we're not going to protect that? It ain't my problem. It's everybody's problem. Everybody's problem. We just can't sit on the sideline no more, people. You see what the party is doing. And politics supposed to be local. Are we abandoning the party that gave us the Civil Rights Bill? Are we abandoning the freedom that we enjoy to have it taken away from our future generation, our young people? We got to do more. We cannot sit on the sideline no longer. Tonight at 6 o'clock, be at City Council meeting early. I hope you pass this information on to more people in Virginia Beach to be there. It's time to take time to go to house parties. You take time to go to after work parties. Make it a party. This is a party, an invitation for free entertainment that the people you pay your tax dollars to, that sit up there and ignore what all the citizens have already voted for. The percentage of whites, minority businesses, Black businesses, Jewish businesses, Filipino business. There is no race or what's going on today that this 10-1 doesn't affect what needs to be done. There was a meeting, or is going to be a meeting at the school board, not to be talking about anything that's Black in schools. So what are we going to do? Are we going to continue to kick the can down the road? This is another picture of me at the Alabama Hall of Fame. You know, I hope y'all like my hat. And the people that surround me, Deetra on my right side, who graduated from Lake Taylor here in the 757, Lake Taylor in Norfolk, who over 2 years ago nominated me to get and to be inducted. This is inducted. Only the members can vote for this. And I was privileged to get the call from the president of the Alabama Blues Hall of Fame back in January, congratulating me that me being nominated was accepted by the members of the Alabama Blues Hall of Fame. and told me I would receive an award in April. I've been trying to get excited. It's a very prestigious award. I accept these awards that I get for the next generation. I take these awards and put them on my show so that you can see and share it with them, with your kids. Have them watch the show. This award is for them. This award is for you. For over 50 years, the 757 have supported me as a DJ in about 8 to 10 different, 15 different locations. You might know Club Royal Blue. You might know the Taj Mahal. You might know the Main Event. You might know the Heartbreak Cafe. You might remember the Blue Hawaii in Portsmouth. Just to name a few. Batman's Den on Hampton Boulevard, about 3 blocks from Old Dominion. Bennigan's down in Ocean View. I take this award and I want to share it with you, the 757. It's not about me. It's about every person that came out when I was at the Main Event with Tony, Gary, Lord Vines, Cap, and Cadillac. That we played there for over 3 to 4 years. We're the only club that was packed 7 nights a week. 7 nights a week. Ain't no other club did that. But we did. We didn't know we was making history. I know that we was having fun. Fun to me is making people smile. That's what I do. Sometimes I got paid for it and sometimes I didn't. But if I looked on the dance floor and saw people smiling, that was pay. I did dances, private dances, and people didn't want to pay me. Tell them keep the money. Keep it. I've had several of those events happen. Keep the money. I ain't arguing over money. God didn't make money. Man did. That's why I don't get upset about anything that happens when it comes to money. But then after I start playing or DJing, then they'll come back to me and say, hey, man, we want you to play all our dances, man. The people in here like this, the way you came from. They ain't never heard nobody play. I understand. So we're gonna book you for all our dances. No, you're not. I played this one. I'm not playing for you no more. We're gonna give you money. I don't want the money. You ain't giving me no money because I'm not gonna take it. So you have a nice night. It's never about me. If it was about me, I'll be rich. Over 50 years playing in nightclubs, I would be rich. Most of the clubs I played that was 800 capacity, I get a salary. I get a nice salary when I do management because they don't want to pay me. They want me to DJ and manage, so they don't have to pay me so much. I got a family. Let me tell you something. Ever since you know me, I've been in radio. I've been managing and DJing in 2 to 3 clubs in one night. I was at the Club Royal Blue. I was at the Heartbreak Cafe. Get home and get 2 hours of sleep and go to the radio station to be there by 6 o'clock to get the radio on the air at WZAM, AM 1110. When I started there, right out of school in New York, Dr. Milton Reed hired me when he owned it. A couple of months later, he sold it to a gentleman out of Washington, D.C., who had 4 or 5 other radio stations throughout the United States. His name was Steve Briscoe. I asked the young lady that I knew that came down. He sent from D.C. She said he passed away several years ago. He wound up making me the general manager and president of WZAM. I done got so many titles. The police department gives me a title as well. Troublemaker. You don't obey the law. You do what you want to do. I can't do what I want to do because God don't allow that. I do what the law tells me to do. But when you get successful and people don't want you to be successful, just like the 10-1 system, they want to get rid of you. You don't supposed to be doing that in the community. You don't supposed to be giving the civic leagues no money. You don't supposed to be giving Halloween. When the last time you took your kid to a Halloween party? If you didn't give it, when the last time? For over 20-some years, I gave Halloween parties at any club that I was managing. I started at birthday parties at the Club Royal Blue. I started the after work party at the Club Royal Blue. And everybody else, other than the Foxtrot, other than Mingles, anything that Harry Bonner, Winfred Sanford, Bob, Mr. Magic Disco Fields, they started. I just duplicated it. I duplicated it. I learned from the best. Those were my mentors. I take my hat off to them and will speak their name every time I talk about clubs and DJing. This award is just as much as Bob, Winky, Harry Bonner, all these people, and y'all don't understand. Club is nighttime. You go to work 5 or 6 in the afternoon and don't get home maybe for 4 or 5 in the morning. That's a 12-hour shift. A lot of time and effort goes in to making sure that you got a club to go to. And also, I mention his name sometimes, but if it weren't for Barry Davis, Mrs. Davis, and Coleman Davis, you would have never had a club like Picasso's. You would have never had it. Royal Blue, you would have never had it. Know your history, sacrifices. As the old gospel song, I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. It's not about me. I love people too much. Hello to my favorite friend, my favorite viewer, Miss Annette, Bronx in the building. How you doing? One of my strongest star supporters on Facebook, I got to let people know publicly who supports, because it's important for people to know. No man is an island unto himself. I can only go as further as God allows me and the support that I get from others. But I won't stop. When I stop, I won't be here. That's when I'll stop, because I'll be finished what I was sent to do. We all have something that God has given us to do. But sometimes we don't want to take that, what God has gave us birth and life to be here on the planet. We do other things. But that's between you and your God. I have to stick to what I know. There is no life more precious than a child, because he's first born as a baby. And when he's a baby, oh, look at that little pretty thing. Look at those lips. Look at him trying to go. You won't even talk. You start making up language. And he's laying there, what the? He wants to get up and slap you a couple of times. I used to be a baby, I know. I wanted to get up and pop. You know, at 2 or 3 years old, I wanted to slap you. Get out my face. I don't know what you're saying. That, mama, little baby. Why don't you just talk in your plain language? I love you. That's why our kids are the way they are. Because the word love is the most powerful word in the universe. What do scriptures say? God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, so that you and I would have a chance for everlasting life. And we're going to go, your baby's in your womb. He knows how to talk. He's on a frequency. That's why when you listen, you'll listen to a frequency. Vibrations. He's in water, in a woman's womb. Water carries vibrations. Water carries a frequency. FM radio is a frequency that transmit as long as the transmitter is located close to water. The submarines and ships have sonar and all other things. Frequencies they listen to that's in the water. Animals, fish, listens to each other because of the vibrations and frequencies. Get to know things, what affect us, that's destroying our leadership in the years to come. I'm not the smartest bulb. I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack. Nor am I the smartest one with a book. I might be intelligent because my spirit leads me to where I need to go. That's why in scripture it said, where he lead me, I shall follow. I don't come to preach. People are like, you need to be a preacher. But we already got enough of them. Most of them ain't called preachers. The street term is pulpit pimping our community. Didn't God go into the temples and turn over the money changers table and said, why are you using my father's house like a den of thieves? The church has got more money than a whole community. In one community, you can have a church that's got more money, and you go to them, they won't give you a dime. And if they do, that's all it's going to be, a dime. Oh, we'll give you this if you're a member. And sometimes my church will give people lodging or money that ain't members. No church is forsaken for taking money. Money was taken during slavery time and after slavery so that black people could start their own business. We buy amongst ourselves. Our mistake is that we wanted to sit at the lunch counter with the white people. And that's why Martin Luther King in his books, because I got several of his books, he said, what have I done? I have led my people into a burning house. Because once we start sitting down with them, all the money we had in the community went into their bank, into their pockets, like it still is. Got to wake up and fry right. Our future generation is suffering because the lack of knowledge. I don't hate white people. White people gonna do what they do because I ain't never seen a white person. That label is white supremacy. I'm an artist. They call themselves white. They're Caucasian. They only have 4 colors in their skin. 4. For you don't know. If you take art, you'll find out. Black and white colors are not colors on the color scale. Those 2 colors are called hue, C-U-E. Why do you think most people in Hollywood got black makeup artists? Because they use a palette with 8 colors and black and white is Q. They can make 1 million colors. I can make 1 million colors with black and white if you know the color wheel, if you know how to use it. It's a lot to learning. It seems easy. And it is. If you put your mind to anything, it becomes easy. That's why I can talk without writing things down, because I've been to school. I know how to use dialect. That's one of the 400 classes you take when you're at Old Dominion before you can graduate as a fine art major. A lot of studying. I got over 200 and some credits, and I still got 2 or 3 classes just to get my degree. But I said, I'll take a pause for the cause. I got enough credentials to say I've been to college. I got enough certificates and certifications to say I've been to broadcasting school. I'm looking at, why do I need all this paperwork? Spending thousands of dollars for things that I already know. But because I'm in those schools, they want you to have their sheepskin. I said I'll wait till I'm about 90 or 100 and go back and finish. I want to be the oldest person that got a college degree. Yeah. My certificate. Yeah. See, it's a method to all the madness. That's why people don't like me. But I'm humble enough to let you know why I do it, so that I don't lose sight on what I'm here for. The kids are the most valuable resources we got, and we are letting them be destroyed. All I can do is shake my head. I lost my daughter last year to an illness because the government said they didn't want her to get disability. She had open heart surgery. They took her heart out and put it back in her body. Her doctor said, you cannot work. Social Security said, well, you got to get a job or we ain't taking care of your kids. And my daughter went back to work. She did what she's supposed to do. She loved her kids. She raised them. All of them are grown except her 14-year-old daughter that's in high school now. Her other kids are grown. But I won't let her journey end that way. There's other things I'm working on to keep that alive. We have so many obstacles in our community. Until we can stop the violence, we are losing a generation to the pipeline to prison or to the undertaker that makes money every time a child is lost. With or without insurance, you're going to have to pay the cost to be the boss. Maybe if you take insurance out on your kids, maybe like, when am I going to get that? Oh, no, that's not, you going to get it if you die. If you keep doing what you're doing, I'll be able to bury you. It'll make them think, oh, she going to make some money off me. Oh, she taking an insurance policy. Oh, maybe I need to stop and go back to school. Yeah, that's the key. I love everybody. I ain't mad with the white man. Don't tell me to say you're mad with the white man. How can you be mad with people that do what they do? You do what you do. You black. Our kids are killing kids every day. I ain't mad with them. They black. What I'm mad about, they need to listen. They need to understand what love is. Like I said, that meeting tonight is at City Council. And we need to be there. Thanks for your comment, Annette. But like I tell people, it's never about me. Because if it was, I could have stayed a week down there in Birmingham, Alabama, and chill. Or go to Florida and see my grandkids and chill. Or visit my brother in New York and chill. Maybe go over to the DM, see my other brother and chill. It's not about me. You may not like me. You may not want to support me. That's fine. I understand. There's people I won't support. And I got my reason, but I still like them. I'll help them out if I can. If my spirit say help them, I help them. As long as it's doing something right and not wrong. An award is only something to show and let people be aware of the things that are about. This award, again, I shared with you, the people. Next Monday, I will be on Crusading for Christ with Clarence Neely talk show on the radio and on my live on Vaughn Communication. I hope you let the people know and be aware next Monday. And I will continue to announce it on my radio show. I want to thank Clarence Neely for calling me and inviting me to be a part and be a guest on the Crusading for Christ community talk show. So I hope you pass that along and let people be aware that it's never, ever about me. I got other things I'm trying to get to work on, to arrange. And I hope then I will get the support I need. But if not, I will continue to work in the vineyard. Because that's what my religion taught me. That's what my mother showed me. That's what my dad preached to me. My brothers and sisters. But once again, time is coming close. that this show is going to end. But I just want to let you know I appreciate each and every one of you for watching and listening. And don't forget to join me Thursday for GA for Justice. And you know it's going to be a hot topic because of school board and city council meeting. So please be vigilant and tune in 12 to 1. GA for Justice right here on Bond Digital Media. And share this information with other people. Like I said, tonight, the voting 10-1 system. You can call down to City Council, which I forgot to put up there the whole time I'm running my mouth. Man, I do apologize. But the number is right there. The number for the city council meeting. I don't know what happened to it. See, this is, now I know I hadn't made it, and I know I put it up there because I saw it before I went live. And also, if you're looking for a person to write a grant, the number down there is Phyllis. Her number is 757-977-7634. The one that runs across the screen. If you don't remember it, please look for it. And I do apologize because I had put that banner up there, but for some odd reason, these people that you advertise and use their services will take stuff down without you being aware of it because they don't want it on the site so that people can see it. That's why I talk the way I talk and move the way I move. I know what the story is. I know what they do. They don't want you to giving information out so that people won't know. And that banner was up there because I checked. I did it before I went live. And like I said, it's up to you to get that information out to the public, out to the masses. Till the next time, just join me at 3 o'clock. I will drop live